Governor Larry Roden calls it Gothic, and the South Dakota State Penitentiary opened up way back in 1881, before South Dakota was even a state.
But in recent years, we haven't had the chance to bring one of our cameras behind the prison walls until today.
And KOLOLAND's Dan Santella went on an exclusive tour of the facility with the Department of Corrections Secretary Kelly Wasco. Dan?
Well, our chief photographer, Kevin Kiergaard, and I spent more than an hour inside the penitentiary this morning, with Wasco showing us examples of how a century's wear and tear is impacting the safety of inmates and staff today. In recent public comments, South Dakota Governor Larry Roden has made clear his concerns about this aging facility. Last week, KOLOLAND's Bob Mercer and I interviewed Roden at the South Dakota State Capitol. And at the conclusion of the interview, we requested permission to bring a camera inside this facility. And that's the reporting you see tonight and tomorrow. The penitentiary was built to house 400 inmates, but this morning's count was nearly double that, 784. They're all together inside these walls, with most inmates double bunked. There have been several instances of triple bunking in recent history. We had the opportunity to look inside cells, but we were asked not to shoot video. Those numbers and this lack of space would bring considerable concern in any facility, no matter the age or condition. But this one has seen better days.
And the walls are crumbling, the foundation is displaced. We don't have adequate cell space for our offenders. We don't have adequate showers for our offenders. And there's absolutely no treatment space without them having to travel across an outdoors area.
Secretary of Corrections Kelly Wasco and Director of Prisons Amber Perelia, who is interim warden at the penitentiary, both accompanied us on today's tour. This hallway where inmates are transported had a prominent place on the tour, with Wasco playing the role of an inmate and Perelia and DOC Major Cody Hansen acting as officers accompanying the offender. You can see the challenges.
So we would come this way. The inmate would have to step over first. And then as she's stepping over, one of us would have to step over, just so we keep continuous contact. And we would wait. And then we would go on our way.
You might notice that this piping isn't exactly in the best condition. There's a reason for that.
They're dented because so many times we've used restraints over here. And just the usage over time, they get dented from the restraints for how many inmates would go back and forth.
Back when this facility opened, the Civil War's end was recent history. And Wasco says attitudes have changed since then.
We don't have the type of inmates in 2025 that we had in 1881. The people in 1881 were repenting their crimes and their sins. Today we have a much more brazen type of offender, and so our staff are walking by and often being fluid assaulted or having objects from the cell thrown at them and hit them.
To be fluid assaulted might include spit or urine launched at staff. Wasco and Perelia sing the praises of the people who work here in spite of its notable challenges.
I can't express how proud I am of the staff that work here. The staff are what keeps everything going day in and day out.
I have some of the most professional staff in the business. I'm very proud of the staff in this facility. They do a very good job with what we've given them, but I think that it falls on our shoulders that we have to do better and give them a better environment to do their job safely.
Dan, you've mentioned perhaps the most attention-grabbing spot during your tour was one of the group showers. They were built for dozens of inmates to shower at the same time, and officials say that area is a big security concern.
And you're doing another story for us tomorrow night. What's that about?
So it's about that safety and the safety concerns, not only for staff, but for inmates. And as you said, Lauren, the shower that we saw today is big. It was a highlight of the tour because of there's one way in and one way out. And there can be dozens of inmates there and maybe just one or two guards. So it's a big security concern. Not only the age of the facility, but just how many people are there, mean that there are these concerns for the well-being of the people housed there and the people who work there, and that'll be the focus of my report tonight.
All right, we look forward to it.
Tomorrow night, rather.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Thanks a lot, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. A Sioux Falls murder